So my channel has been existing for a total of 2 days, and already I find myself immersed in a ton of controversy and drama. Hello and hi, welcome to my channel. If you are new here and you enjoyed this video, please check out my other content before subscribing. I would greatly appreciate your support. Let other people know that it's worth their time. Or if you hate it, you can troll people, let them know, hey, this is worth your time, and it's actually not, and it'll be hilarious. Anyways, this is the That Darn Duck Talks channel, and it's time to give some objective opinions. So this controversial video was my last video, which will be linked in the description below, and that is the new Bed Wars win streak is stupid, and here's how it will affect the community. Now, this video was basically me reacting to Hypixel SS's supposed new world record Bed Wars win streak. And I kind of reacted to a few different clips in it, and then at the very end, which is the more important part, I talked about what the implications of it would be. And basically what I said is that if you have a bunch of blatant hackers get a world record Bed Wars win streak of over 1,819, that means they're going for weeks without getting banned, and that means that this is going to encourage a lot of people to get into hacking or keep hacking, and they feel like they're being rewarded by upping their stats, getting these win streaks, and they think they're not going to get banned, okay? Basically having a very negative impact on the community. I recommend watching the video, or better yet, read my thread I wrote on it. I go into more detail, both of them linked in the description below, and I'm going to cover the thread later, but let's just start with correcting some mistakes I made in this video first, and I'm going to start with the most prevalent and dumbest one, which doesn't really matter, but I just thought it was worth addressing. So, for the first few games in the video, Hypixel SS is playing doubles, and the two players playing, I call Charlie and Zach. And I'm wrong about this. It's actually Charlie and Hypixel. And several people pointed this out, including Hypixel, saying it's Charlie and me, not Zach. And this was the moment he was referring to. As you can see, blatant cheats from Yellow Team. But yeah, this is a real issue for Charlie and Zach. So yeah, no, I was wrong. It was Charlie and Hypixel. And I knew this. I said Zach and Charlie anyways. I don't know why. And it's funny, because later in the video, I literally point out Zach's POV specifically. And I say this because you can hear the butterfly clicking, I know his mod layout and everything, so I recognize this as being Zach immediately, and I pointed that out, and I also pointed out that he was actually cheating. And, yeah, so I don't know why I kept saying it was Zach and Charlie earlier on when it wasn't, so I was wrong about that. Now, the second thing I'm going to go over pretty quickly, even though it's like one of the biggest things I got, is people saying that the overlay, people saying that it's just an overlay, that they're not actually cheating, is a joke. I got several comments saying this, and I already knew this, and basically saying that, oh no, it's just an overlay, is like saying, oh no, it's just a good gaming chair. It's kind of the equivalent of that, but less stupid, because some people actually use overlays as a joke in their videos. I did it in one of my videos, actually. Yeah, so it's a common joke that people use in the community. However, maybe this was coincidence, but I saw a good amount of people saying it was real, saying it was an overlay to justify things, and they meant it. And then when they were corrected with proof, they were confused and like, wait, it's actually real? And I saw enough of those, so I was like, okay, this is worth addressing because people are genuinely confused, and those are the people I was talking to. So yes, I'm saying that I wasn't talking to you, so shut up. That's a joke, by the way. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be rude. But nevertheless, maybe I should have, I probably should have addressed that in the video. You have to have a million disclaimers in your videos nowadays if you don't want to get attacked by everyone. But that's why I said that, and the people who saw this video recognized that it was a joke. So anyways, last thing I'm gonna do here is address a comment that I got, because they got some things wrong and they got some things right, and then we're gonna move on to the thread. So this comment I got says, since you seem to be very ignorant about this community, here's a few facts. So we're starting aggressive. You already know what kind of comment it is. So he starts by saying, multiple people on Techno's win streak team cheated as well. I didn't know that. I actually don't know if that's true. I've heard some people saying it's true. Apparently some guy named Jin cheated. I didn't know that, and he's right. I don't know a whole lot about this community. I don't know a whole lot about the win streak community, nor the cheating community, okay? This video was me giving my opinions and reacting to a win streak video, and I guess it gave some opinions that trampled a little bit on this community. Next thing he says is, a large majority of top players cheat or boost, over 50% boost. I didn't know that, but I've heard that a lot. I always kind of assumed that that was just people saying that because they're jealous, or maybe there is proof. But, I mean, you know, that just kind of supports what I'm saying. Because again, this video, me reacting, isn't saying that this is the only example, it's me saying it's the greatest example of me saying that there's a huge cheating issue and Hypixel SS is heavily contributing to encouraging it. That's my point. So then he says this really dumb thing, saying saying people have given up trying to beat the world record legit due to random snipers. That's why they cheer on Hypixel SS, blah blah, for only toggling on other cheaters, 0 to hitboxes, all these different things, which are not huge advantages, obviously. This is dumb. This is really, really, really dumb, because first of all, when you have very skilled players already using hacks like this, it becomes a massive advantage because it gives them just the edge that they need to beat other skilled players. I'll talk about that in a later video. However, then he says that they only toggle on other cheaters, this is all that they do. That's wrong, because in the video, in the video they literally toggle fly hacks, okay? They literally fly across the map. What are you saying? They were not legit. And this doesn't justify anything either, by the way, saying they're not huge advantages. Then he says at 3:30 it doesn't display fly because it's not an advantage done on vape. So I'm not saying that they're hiding the mods on vape. Maybe they're using another client along with vape. I don't know how that works. So yes, I am a little bit ignorant when it comes to that, but I was pointing out that these are not the only mods that they're using, so not the only hacks, not the only mods, obviously, because they have coordinate mods, armor mod, things like that. It's not displaying those, but this guy could have left it at that, and, you know, it would have been fine, but he said that that's why it doesn't display fly, and, I'm very confused about that, because they're using vape to fly. And I don't know why he used that as an example, because I specifically show that it does show fly hacks when he's flying. And also, just to prove that it wasn't an overlay, let's go back to when he was flying. If you just keep an eye on that, you see what I mean? It turns on and off while he's flying. That's my whole point. See? Fly normal. That was what I was saying. So I don't know what that guy was saying there. Maybe he didn't watch through my whole video with all of his brain cells. Yeah, I don't get that. And then he says Zach is one of the top overall North American Bed Wars players, and Hypixel is best Asia, both legit. If anyone were to get their win streak nowadays, it would probably be the best players. It's not surprising. I'm not saying that they're not good players and that they're not legit on their mains. I think they are legit on their main accounts, and I think that they are both really good players. That's evident from their gameplay. However, in this video that I am reacting to, the video that you put this comment on, they are both hacking. All of them are hacking to get this win streak. So they aren't doing this legit. At least not in this video. So I don't know what this does for you, but it doesn't mean beans. Or maybe I'm the one who doesn't have any brain cells here. I don't know. And then he says, you also confused Zach and Hypixel very funny amount of times, which I acknowledge. I should not have confused them that much. That's embarrassing. Okay, so I actually lied. I'm going to talk about the thread I made in a separate video, and once I make that, I'll link that at the end of this video, or I'll publish them both at once, I don't know. So instead, I'm just going to talk about one last thing, which is people justifying Hypixel SS. A lot of people are like, oh, I don't mind them, or I watch Hypixel SS because they're funny, and because it's fun to see them expose these toxic YouTubers like Hannah X Rose, and sometimes they snipe them legit, or sometimes they hack on them, and this is what they use to justify being entertaining. And I'm going to admit that a lot of Hypixel SS's success comes from the fact that they stand out from YouTubers. Obviously, they stand out. They make different content. They've made actual exposed videos, and it is very satisfying to see a toxic person have that happen to them. I'm gonna admit that's just, you know, that's just human nature to want to see that. It's justice. However, a lot of people were saying that nobody's getting hurt by them doing this, which is false. A lot of people are. They don't only snipe toxic people. I'm just saying that they've done some really, really scummy things. If you watch some of the interviews done with Charlie, as I said in my last video, he said his mindset, he loves seeing people infuriated by his hacking, and it just makes him want to do it more when people complain about it and hate on him. And they aren't heroes of any type. They aren't like the vigilante that everybody wants them or thinks they are. It's not that it's wrong to find them entertaining. It's just that when you're supporting them, you're supporting a lot more than just their content. You're supporting cheating and breaking rules and toxicity, because a lot of people are not inspired, but they just kind of take that on from Hypixel SS, and it feels more accepted, and it feels more celebrated. That's what you're supporting. That's what you end up supporting, and I get that. That's kind of a dumb thing to say. That's like saying supporting Badline makes you supporting pedophiles and things like that. And there's many arguments to be made for these different things, but this is my personal take on this situation, and what they're doing isn't right. So, I mean, you can continue to watch them. I'm not going to judge you for that, but I am going to openly state that I do not support their way of things, and I don't support their content. I don't support the way that they're... I've said this 1,000 times, but anyways, stay tuned for my next video where I'm going to address a lot more of the controversy in my second video. Also, just to quickly recap, the mistakes that I corrected in this video are me confusing Zach and Hypixel when it was Hypixel and Charlie, who were on most of these video games and in the videos. And again, people saying it's an overlay. Some people say it as a joke, and some people say it seriously. So please understand that, and kind of where I'm coming from there. And in the next video, I'm going to be talking about the biggest thing, which is people saying that this win streak is faked. And I'm going to be explaining why it might not be faked, and also why it could be faked. I'll be showing some proof and things like that. So, yep. If I said anything wrong, or you have any more proof, I'll make another correction video if there's enough. And, I appreciate the feedback I'm getting. The only thing I ask is that you guys can just try to be respectful when you say these things, when you make a correction or you have something you want to say. If you have anything you'd like to add, I will read your comments and I'll respond to them as I see fit, if I agree with it or not. And again, go check out the thread, which is linked below. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.